Hi, I'm here with Senior Coach Marty Mattner to talk all things Sturt from the weekend. Just kick off with the women's game yesterday, prelim final down at South Adelaide. Unfortunately, a loss to the girls in the end, and probably a disappointing day for them in the end, but it was really good to see them. They did end up fighting back and won the last quarter at least, but going down to end their season probably did show the two standout teams this year being South Adelaide and the Eagles will play off in the grand final. But overall for the season, to make a preliminary final and finish third, I think has been a really good effort for the girls. Probably has been a few ups and downs during the season, some challenges with injuries and some inconsistent weeks really, but to finish off the season with a third finishing has been overall pretty good. Again, on a positive note, to have 11 debutants throughout the year and 9 of those coming through the juniors has been good. And congratulations goes to Molly Fletcher on her retirement. Has been a really good contributor for the footy club for a number of years, so well done to Molly. Just quickly touching on the reserves from Saturday against Centrals. 1 point winners this week, which is fantastic after being 1 point losers last week. And probably having a bit of a focus through the week on our last 2 or 3 minutes in terms of game state and holding or winning a game or holding a lead, to see us actually execute that and being up a point late and being able to protect that lead through repeat stoppage was a super effort from the guys, so really happy for that. Top 3 best players were Lockie Burrows, Sam Brewer and Sam Waltham, who again pushing for potential league selection there, but excellent overall effort for the guys, but they were our top 3 on the day. So into the league game, Marty, again another really good win against Centrals. That is our 14th straight win and actually 27th consecutive minor round win for us. What are those sort of records? Do they mean anything to the group, or how do you see them?
They're probably things you look at and reflect on the end of the season, but I guess we don't really speak much about the records. It's more about how we're playing, and at the moment we're playing very good footy, and another really good result on the weekend in terms of first half really good, and then the second half, we still won the quarters, but we I guess Central's also lifted their intensity and contest stuff as well. So yeah, but a pleasing result again on the weekend.
So clearly a high level of consistency through this year. How much has been driven from last year's finals losses?
I think it's driven from a lot of different things. I think it's driven from, the past few years, but also the group as well. Just trying to be more consistent in our football, and the most consistent thing at the moment is our scoring. I think we're still, having lots of shots each quarter, which is a pleasing thing and something we worked really hard on in the off-season.
Okay. And we go into a bye round this weekend. Yep. Any plans for the guys? Will training be different, or is this a good chance to reset?
All of the above. It's a great time to reset with 4 games to go post-bye. We will change up a few different things in terms of training venues. We'll get up to the Summit on Wednesday night in Mount Barker. We have trained a fair bit this year there. We've also played a couple trial games there as well. So beautiful venue, beautiful spot up there. So we'll get up there, a bit bigger oval than only oval as well. So that's one of the reasons why we're going to train up there. Just a refresh for both staff and players. I think it's a really good reset and refresh for the group heading into the last 4 games of the year before finals.
Yep. And any standout performances from Saturday's game against Centrals?
There was a couple, and again, it was pretty hard to pick best players on the weekend because we're getting so many good performers over the weekend. But I thought Amos Doyle's, especially his first half, but his game in general was pretty competitive all day, and he's really dominating now in the ruck and starting to hit the scoreboard, which is pleasing as well. Probably the other couple were Connor McFadden and Josh Hone Ford kicked 9 goals between them. I think they kicked 8 in the first half. So when the game was going to need to be won in that first half, they were really good. And then again, the midfield, I thought, Anderson and Lewis were very good again, but Tom Emmett going through there as well, Luke Giacometti, Nick Sadler as well, were all stood up with a few guys out with injuries at the moment.
And after the bye, will there be anyone likely to return from injury or potentially push from the reserves for selection?
Yeah, so both. We should get a handful of players back to play. So Ned Walter, Willa Taylor, Jared Dakin, Will Snelling, so we should get that group. There probably are a couple others who are tests leading into that game against South Adelaide. And then, a few of the reserves players have been playing some really good footy. Sam Brewer, Lachlan Burrows, as we mentioned before, Sam Waltham as well. Hugo Kittle back from injury was really good on the weekend as well. And then we've got guys who've had a taste of footy this year, Cove McEntee, and then there's also Rory Illman who's back in the reserves as well. So, there's a fair few players in the reserves at the moment. James Battersby got through his second game after returning from injury as well, so he can put his hand up for selection in the league post-bye as well. So, we're really pleased with, I guess, where the list sits at the moment.
Excellent. Thanks for the update, Marty. So we go into a bye round this week and we will return to play South Adelaide at Thomas Farms Oval the week after. Hope to see you at the footy.